back to Pink's Garage. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I'm sure you're going to want to stay around for the rest of the videos that I create. Today we're doing an install on the Mustang. You see I got it jacked up ready for it. We're going to be doing the Viking Warrior double adjustable rear shocks for it. That way I can get a little bit better traction at the drag strip than I have now with the stock shocks in there. I am continuing to use the stock springs in the rear, and in the front I still have the iBox sport lines. That may change over time. I may end up going with the front Viking adjustable coilovers. So we'll see how that goes. So let's get down to the car. Okay, so the first step in this process to change out this for the new Viking shocks is to take off the wheel. Everything you're going to need for this is pretty simple stuff. I don't have to worry about taking this piece off because the Vikings I have are built-in mounts. Not all of them come that way, some don't. Sometimes you have to remove this from the shock, and if so, you would take it off first. Generally, it's easier to take this bolt off while it's still mounted. But since I don't have to do that, we're going to take these off. There's two bolts here. These are 18s. And then down here you have the 15s that are down underneath. I show you, but it's just, I don't feel like moving the camera. So it's a pretty simple process. I'm just going to rattle these off pretty quickly. I've had these shocks off a few times. There we go. And now with the shock off, my spring goes full extension. It's a possibility when I go to install the other one, I'll need to get a jack under here and jack this up. For now, that's about it. So get that done. Now underneath we have, these bolts are 15 millimeter. I think that's what I have on here. Nope, they're not 15. Well, that one is. Seems I have two different size head bolts down here. So one's a 15, the other one's larger. So figure out what that is. Okay, seems I'm going to need a breaker to get these off. Okay, I'm back. Got a breaker bar. I'm going to try and break this thing loose. I can just turn it the right way. Okay, now that that's loose, see if I have what I need to go onto this other nut, or this other bolt. That's it. So it's a 17 for some reason. I'm not sure if it's the original. And this 17 is a little messed up and doesn't want to go on there. Looks like it's been hammered once or twice too many times. I may have to go get a different one. So that 17 is toast. I will have to grab another one. I have one right up here. Okay. Now, okay. That's a lot easier. So, one. And that one. So it appears to me that one of these is the original Ford bolt, and another one, this one is a replacement 10-9 bolt from somewhere else, and it looks like it might be a little bit stripped out. So, good thing we aren't reusing those. So when you buy the Vikings, they come with their own. It's a nut and bolt combo, and it's a 14mm. So I just pull this thing out. I don't have to save any of this. I will save it because if something ever goes wrong with this one, I'd like to be able to replace it. Now, to put this one back in, the first thing you're going to want to do is get your nuts and bolts out, and the washer on. Put it through here, get it in there, line it up with a hole. There we go. Get that one lined up, and we're going to take let's put these bolts in first. See if that makes a difference. Well, I was able to get them in. That's positive. So, there's a spec for these on the torquing. I have to go look it up, and when I do, I'll put that in the description on what the torque spec is, or I'll just put it on screen here. So for torquing these and these down here, I will get those. But on with this install. So now that I got those in, it seems that these bolts down below are still in there, holes. So I'm going to go ahead and get these nuts restarted on with the washers. Okay, so that's in. Okay, so now that I've actually installed this, it moved the shock a little further away from where the axle is, so I'm not as worried about it. So now we're gonna tighten these up. Just get them tight with this, and then I will find the torque spec and torque them down. And put that torque spec in the description, or probably both. Put it in the description and on screen so you can find it. So if you're ever doing this, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we are in. We have decent clearance. I'm going to go get the torque specs and torque all this stuff down. Then we will set the compression and rebound on it, which are right down here. Not the easiest thing to get to when your wheel's on, but right now it's not too bad. And I will show you the chart for the compression and rebound settings. I'll just put that up on screen. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have the torque specs, and they are Top is going to be the standard torque spec from Ford. It's 66 foot-pounds. Down below, it's a little bit different. We're running on, I said 14 millimeter bolts. I was incorrect. These are actually 3/8 bolts, and they are fine thread, grade 5, and they're plated. And with a nylock nut on them, they are going to be 28 foot-pounds. So there's that. So we're going to just get these in, get them back. There we go, 66, pretty easy. So there's our torque. Now mind you, after I drive this for a little while, I will come back and check the bolts, top and bottom, and make sure they're all within spec. It's the only smart thing to do. So now, like this. There we go. 28 foot-pounds. Now, the way you get that foot-pounds for the bottom one with the nylock nut is you have to know what the torque yield on the nylock is. So how much foot-pounds does it take to turn the nylock once it's into the nylon? And it's about 2 pounds with that. And then the normal, you take the normal torque strength of the bolt, and you're supposed to torque them down to 26 pounds, but on the nylock you add that extra 2 pounds to get to the total torque of 28. So maybe we all just learn a little something sometimes. And now I got to put the tire back on, get the other side. The other side's the same as this side. I know a little bit more, so it should go a little faster. But that's going to be it for now. We will set the compression and rebound on it according to the chart that I'm going to put up right now. And for the initial setting on these, I'm going to go with a handling setting. So it's going to be about 7 on the compression, and I'm thinking 9 or 10, probably 10 on the rebound. Might go all the way up to 12. So probably somewhere between 7 compression, 12 rebound, and that's going to be more for handling. I don't want to do the drag settings until I'm at the drag strip. I'm going to move this back down. It doesn't need to be all the way up there. So the other thing I'm going to do is once I get the tire on and we get this thing back to where it's supposed to be on the ground, I'm going to check to make sure that this does not, I'm going to shake the car down and make sure that I still have 60% of travel left in the shock, because if I don't, it could damage the shock, and warranty will not cover that. So, but that's going to do it for now. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you can see more of these videos on my channel. I do all different stuff. I do more than just car repair and upgrades. There will be some racing coming up again, hopefully this summer. I can't wait to get this thing out on the track for the first time down the drag strip with the increased horsepower it has. So it's more than double what it was the last time I had it out on the track. I would hope that my times would definitely increase. So that's going to do it for now. Until next time, see you in the garage.